black people's problems, past and future. I hope you enjoy this presentation and our reality.
And you really don't need that in your life if you take the charge to do what you have to do and just do it. You know, It was a time when I broke up with my baby's mama. I hate to say that term, but, I was working a good job. And at that time, by the law, the child had to be with the mother. We wasn't legally married. And I was giving her money every month for my son until I legally got custody of him. But the thing is, I kept the man in the system out of my business, and I did what I had to do.
Yeah. But I want to ask both of y'all something. I want to ask Alex something. I really do. And you know what? It's really bugging me to a certain extent. Why is it, Brother Alex? You know what? In these other shows, when you're talking about foolishness, man. You're talking about foolishness. You're talking about shaking your butt, getting your groove on, pimping, and all this. You get all type of foolishness. You get all type of telephone calls, and you just don't want to respond. But you know what? But when you're talking foolishness, all the people in the world call up. I mean, this telephone line would just be flooded. It would be flooded. I would like to ask y'all, if we was talking about, if we was talking about football. We was talking about football. We was talking about a dance contest. We was calling women, ladies, D's and H's and all that. I would just be flooded. But telephone, why is it when we're talking about something that directly affects the African American community, that is harmful to the African American community, the people appear not to want to be bothered? Maybe y'all can explain this. You know what? Because like this show, I'm aware that there are people that I listen to. There are people that are listening. But why is it that y'all can respond to this to help me understand that when you're talking about foolishness, everything is cool? When you're talking about things of substance, don't nobody want to be bothered. Y'all help me to understand that. Both of y'all.
I'll let Tony though take that one, because I can't tell you, man. I've been doing this for 10 years, but people got to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? But when the shit hits the fans, they be looking for you. But I'm gonna let Tony handle this one.
But I mean, you know what? It's like Beavis and Butthead, man. If I was sitting up here, you understand, cracking all type of jokes, and being funny, using the MF and the F you here and the F you that. She got a big booty. She got a big that. She got a big that. Telephone calls would just be flooded. Why is it when you're talking about things of substance, and people don't know what substance means. Substance means something that's concrete, something that makes a difference. The average person does not want to be bothered. But if I was talking about all this foolishness, these phone lines would be flooded. Yeah, can you help me to understand, bro?
In my opinion, I would say it's years of programming to dumb us down as a people. Television, that's why they call them programs, because as you sit there and look at it, it programs your mental psyche. We just been programmed over a period of years, and we got generations and generations of young people growing up that spend their time in front of the television, and they're being programmed. And The things that have substance, we don't get it because we program not to get it. And just recently, over the last few years, I don't even really look at TV anymore. I got TVs in every room, and I don't look at them anymore. I just don't. You know, and I think that can help you to stay focused and grounded on what's going on. You know, because I'm not getting the program.
Okay. And you know what? Perhaps on my part, you know what? I'm even thinking I'm gonna give up my technical director. You know what? Maybe I need to change the format. You know, and then bring in a little substance, bring in a little something that makes some sense. Because you know what? It's just beyond to be on this radio. I be on this internet radio all the time. And you why would not really?
Why would you want to lower your standard? I mean, some people gonna get it, some people are not. And for those that get it, the numbers may be few, but it's better to have quality than it is quantity. You know, like the producer said, once everything hits the fan, everybody will wake up. It's like I've been saying for the last 2 years. Once the mobs come down out the hills in their pickup trucks and start kicking your doors and snatching you out your house, that's when you wake up. But that's the time when it's too late.
It just seems like the masses. It seems like the masses, and you know what? I'm gonna get Dr. Lee Warren on to maybe 1 week, maybe next week to talk about the Illuminati, talk about the Skull and Bones, and talk about the Boule, and that's just maybe you know what? You all right? Why dumb yourself down? You know what? Why bring down your standards? But for me, I think, you know what, because I do television shows, and I'm so used to people calling up, and you know what, Brother Ix, I like to ask you, Brother Ix, just for interviewing you, what do you do with the audience? What do you do? What do you do, Brother Ix?
You know what, sometimes you don't need an audience. This might be a time to just make you a soundtrack. You know, just keep preaching, then after you get through, burn it and give it to people. Sometimes you don't really need an audience, but you know, like I said, you know, when the shit really hits the fan, then people gonna be asking you questions.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Because if I had Lady Gaga on, okay, if I had somebody like Kanye West on, I think I'm not really doing anything of substance. And what I mean of substance, there's nothing wrong with singing. There's nothing wrong with singing. I'm talking about in terms of somebody on that was working to lift the community and make the community better. Okay? What are these people doing? You know, we're working at a grassroots level. You know what? Somebody said, damn, it's hard to work in the trenches. You know, and you know what? Yeah, we're working at a grassroots level. And you know what? I'm like almost lost for words. You know, but there's some people that will give you some type of encouragement. But I think, though, you know what? It's something that I have to deal with inside of my own self, you know, because I remember one thing somebody said, seek refuge in Allah. You know what? Because again, the one person hears what you're doing, because you don't know if that one person has the influence to change the condition of a people that they may be very influenced. So I would like people to just share this broadcast and go back to what I originally said, that to stop drugs in the community, what do you do? because there's so many evil elements. You know, I was driving up the community in Chicago, okay, and there were, but with this virus, we know that there were a lot of businesses that were broken into. It were broken into, okay, but I think like up there around 79th in California, where the Latin Kings are located at, they came out in force and said, you will not destroy these stores around here. And I did not understand why the same gang members didn't come out and do the same thing over here on the east side, the south side of Chicago. I didn't understand that. Maybe y'all can bring me some type of clarity there. You know what? And that was good in the Latin Kings. I think their leaders, and I think their leader also is in Colorado too, but that was good in the Latin Kings. So why didn't GDs and gangster disciples and all these people come out to protect the African American community? Because they destroyed stores, and now you got to go way, way out. Why didn't they do the same thing the Latin Kings did in Chicago? In y'all opinion? Either one of y'all.
I really have no idea, but before we can give credit to the Latin Kings, we have to go back to our own back in the 60s with Jeff Fort. They took a page out. They took a page out of his book when they did that. Okay, It's like Jeff Fort. He saved 63rd from getting burnt down. At least that's how the story was told. And he made sure those kids over there at Mount Carmel got home safely. And you know, the Latin Kings took a page out of his book. Now, why our kings in the African American community didn't do that, I can't tell you why. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the lack of leadership. Maybe it's because you got so many studio sets where, you know, these dudes is renegading and doing their own thing under somebody else's name or whatever. I don't know for sure. Definitely. Okay. What the Kings did over there in Cicero, they took a page out of Jeff Fort's book with that. Because that's the way I feel.
Hey, what do you think about that, Brother IX? Brother IX, what do you think about that?
You know, personally, I don't know if you guys been following the NACA, not fucking around coalition. I've been checking that brother out. That's who I've been looking at, because when you say something, you got to back it up. So that's why I've been Grandmaster J. So I'm just following them, bro.
Okay. I understand. And you know what? What was so bad in the United States? What was so bad in Chicago? There were stores that was not broken in one day. Then there was some stores that were broken in. I kind of believe that was planned by individuals that own some of those stores, because they knew with the pandemic and with the people out of control, they made it justifiable and might have encouraged somebody. I might even set up something to break things down in this store so they can get the stimulus money and get the disaster money. Do y'all think that's possible?
Yeah, that could be a possibility. I mean, you know, people do things to scam the insurance company and get money and stuff like that. That's possible, and yes, that is something that I noticed. There are stores that was not even touched, where nobody was in there. And then I know of stores where the dudes, like some Arab places, they locked themselves inside and had an outside person circling around, which it was a great idea, but it's a lot of strange things to what took place earlier this month.
Man, and you know what? I just noticed that. And you know what's so bad about it? On the east side of Chicago, prices are going to go up so high, man, for insurance. And you know how much it is to have insurance on a new automobile? Okay? You know what it's going to make? Not only that, it's going to make homeowner insurance go up high. Okay, that's the problem. And see, on the east side of Chicago is in the United States of America. So they're working right now. They're beautifying the east side of Chicago right now. And you know what? They could have done that years ago, but they're beautifying so they can regentrify. Regentrify means to bring in a whole group of people that used to be here a long time ago to move people out. And you know what? It is sad that they have to give the community a facelift. Okay, when they want to move in a whole group of people and ship a whole group of people out. Why do they operate like that? Why? Y'all answer that, please.
I don't know. Something around the
Huh? Well, why does regentrification have to take place like this? Why? I mean, what have we done, brother, to be hated, to be despised like this? What have we done as a people? What have we done? What have we done? We're the same people. When you beat us, as Rodney King said, we say, can we just get along? What have we done, brother, that has been so harmful to the community and to the world for some people to want to decrease the surplus of this population? What have we done? Y'all tell me, educate me, and the listening audience.
As far as the way I see it, we've done nothing, man. But one thing we know is gentrification. One thing that I know is real, and it's spreading rampant and very fast throughout Chicago in African American neighborhoods on the west side and on the south side. And as you said before I called in, I have a theory that the politicians, along with police, allow a certain amount of crime to take place because it's a part of the gentrification process. A lot of people are so distraught with the killing, the unemployment, the drugs. A lot of people get up and leave Chicago at their will. A lot of people abandon the property that their parents passed down to them, and they just leave. And when you do that in a mass exodus like it has been for the last few years in Chicago, it's a plus because it frees up the courts, it frees up housing court, it frees up the sheriff from doing evictions because a lot of these properties are just left vacant. And then, of course, you know what happens. Investors come in, buy them dirt cheap, fix them up, and they sell them for 3 and 4 times the price. And no average black working family will be able to purchase these properties.
No.
Like I said, I believe it's just in my theory that a certain amount of crime is allowed to take place because it somehow fit in with the gentrification process in Chicago.
I know, and you know what though, man? I say crime does pay. Crime pays somebody. It pays the lawyers. It pays the judges. And you know what? And I was gonna talk about the LGBT, but I'm gonna save that because we supposed to upcoming. We working on getting somebody from the LGBT movement on to talk about the LGBT, to talk about the gays and the lesbians, to talk about and to get concrete information to try to understand their lifestyle. I would like to ask y'all something. You and I ask something. This is shifting the subject matter. You know, the census is supposed to take place every 10 years where they count people in the war. Do y'all agree with sanctuary city? Sanctuary city, what is sanctuary city? Sanctuary city makes it possible. It makes it possible for somebody that came illegally to give them entitlement to federal government funds that have been allocated for people that have been here legally. and born here legally into their party. Do y'all agree with what Sanctuary said, which our mayor of Chicago, Mayor Lightfoot, and there's other mayors that agree with Sanctuary City? I would like to ask y'all, do y'all agree with Sanctuary City for Chicago?
I'm kind of like that, a yes and no. Yes, to the fact that everybody deserves a chance, everybody deserves a shot, but the way they playing this game politically in the city of Chicago and across America, I don't agree with the idea that this whole thing about immigration, immigrants coming in, is created to replace us as black folks. That's my thought on that. It replaces us as a workforce. It replaces us at the voting polls.
Okay. And you know, I actually... Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm just, well, if there's no need for us as a people, what's the plan for us? Because other people from around the world is flooding over here. They want to open the floodgates for them. But if we're being replaced on those levels, is the end game plan for us as black folks?
Or for black folks and other people, AI is going to be the solution. Artificial intelligence, where they have robots that can do the job better than you and they are robots. Okay. Boston Dynamics. Okay. And Doctor, they are robots that will be taking your place and taking my place because they're not asking for any sick days, any holidays, no vacation days, no back talking, no overtime, no units. So, but when you talk about this, if there's a census that is being taken place, and there's capital that is being distributed by the count of the people, okay, and that excess, that money that is being counted to be allocated for housing programs, community things, how can somebody that is not entitled, how somebody that cannot be entitled get that entitlement if they're not here legally? That is taking funds away from the people that are here legally and they're abiding by the law. Can you explain that to me? I really would appreciate it.
Well, how they can do it? No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead. I don't have nothing to say. Go ahead, 73. Go ahead.
How can they do it?
I don't know if I'm explaining. But what I'm saying is if that capital has already been allocated by the people that were counted in that community, specifically for that community, and you giving it to people that have not been counted, you're taking money out of the mobs of the people that are legally here. So if you could give me some type of clarity and understanding, I really would appreciate that.
Well, what you're saying is very true. It's taking them the funds from the people that's been here since this country was founded, and even before then, a lot of us. The thing is, they just do it. The politicians do it. You gotta understand.
No, I'm not asking you. Okay, go ahead.
We talk about the mayor. It's not just the mayor. If you understand how politics work in Chicago and across the country, it's about their loyalty to the party that they serve. Okay. So the orders that are coming down from Washington, D.C., not necessarily the president, but we're talking about the leader of each political party, which is basically only two. The left and the right, Democrats and Republicans. It don't, these decisions and issues about taking American taxpayer money and setting some aside for illegals, that's not coming from the individual that's sitting at City Hall. That's coming from people that's up above her. on the party level. And they do it because they just want to. Does it sound fair?
But see, hold on for a second. But I'm asking you and is that justifiable to take there's instances that take place in that camp where the hospital is supposed to be in sanctuary city, it is supposed to be allocated for the people that have been counted, okay, in that particular district, not for the people that have not been counted. I mean, is that justifiable? In your opinion, some more sanctuary city, when we look at it from that context, that money in that capital is supposed to be that are legally given and distributed in programs to help them. So you're taking away from somebody else. I'm asking to understand.
It's hard to explain. Just jump in that because it's like this. Okay, we got illegals here, and this is a country where we're supposed to have some of the best, supposed to have some of the best human rights laws and the ways we enforce them and everything. But you know, you got people that's in need, and they have to be looked out for. Like I said, everybody deserves a shot. Everybody deserves a chance. Now, to justify it, should it look out for the citizens first that's here legally? Maybe, yeah, you can look at it that way. But the thing is, we have other individuals here, maybe not legally, but still they need the help and the aid if we have it to give to them. So I'm kind of like that toss up with you.
How can you know? My question to you is this: we have them and give that. So how do we have that to give that to somebody that here is illegally and this country is in a deficit? Explain it. I'm talking about technically, we are in a deficit. The city is in a deficit. Okay, and the country is in debt by trillions. So you're saying if the money is there, the money is not there because this country is not being managed like ours. Okay, so you know what? So I'm trying to understand. You know, and I know that they do the census every 10 years. So how is it justifiable if you go down to the aid office and you're not entitled to get an aid check, you're not going to get it. Okay? You're not going to get it. I don't care what you think. I think well, that's what I would say, that if you go for an entitlement for something, if you go to the currency exchange and you don't have the right documentation, you're not going to get that shit. Okay?
Hey, come here, another caller.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, call
504-813. You on live. 813.
I'm just calling in to listen. I'm sorry. Just pick up on my line.
No.
I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep your phone. Right. I'm gonna keep your phone live. So anytime you want to join the conversation, you're more welcome. All right, go ahead, Clem.
Okay. So what I'm saying to the people, if I go to the currency exchange and I don't have the right sticker, right information, I'm not gonna get that sticker. Okay? If I go to the income tax return and I just don't have the right information of the Social Security card, I'm not going to be able to do my taxes. So how are you entitled to something and you're not even supposed to be here by law? You came across the borders illegally. What gives you an entitlement for any type of federal substance? What? Maybe you can explain. Maybe somebody can explain it. Explain it to me. I'm asking. Maybe there's somebody online that may be an illegal immigrant. Whether you from Mexico, or you from Poland, or you from Africa, why would you think that you are entitled to anything and you are here illegally? You didn't even follow the process. You're not entitled to anything. You're not. You get back in line. I know y'all probably said, damn, you sound like Donald Trump. That's one thing I agree with Donald Trump on. Okay? And I go back to what I originally said. That capital that's been allocated for that particular district was counted out for the people that live within that community, live within that district legally. Why should somebody illegally be entitled to that? And you know what? That's an extra burden. That's taken away from somebody that do need, that follow the rules and follow the rules and dealt with the policy, opposed to not dealing with the policy. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. But please educate me, because y'all may educate me, they give me more knowledge, but I'm just saying, I've read about the census bill, and I know that money has already been planned. And somebody that's not entitled, I can't walk into no bank and ask them for 100,000, and I don't even have it in it. So can y'all explain that to me? And